What's going on, guys? It's your boy V from Superline. In the past few years, we've seen a lot of people wanting to start their own clothing brand. We're going to try to cover all sorts of things in this video, like getting your domain and connecting it to Shopify, how to build your website, how to get samples produced, how to set up shipping. We're going to be breaking down everything in this video for free, just so it's easier for you guys to get started. And if y'all are curious to learn a little bit more about me, aside from Superline, I've been running clothing brands for years for content creators on YouTube. If I miss anything in this video or you have a specific question, feel free to comment down below or even DM me on Instagram and I'll do my best to get back to you. Okay, so the brand we're starting today is Trim Lifestyle by Vic. So Vic actually works at Superline and has had this brand idea for a minute. We're gonna help him lift this brand off its feet, and we're gonna get the domain, set up the website, and also get some product going. We're gonna go ahead and buy Vic's domain and we're gonna set it up with Shopify. Okay, so we're in my computer and we're gonna head over to Google Domains. The reason I use Google Domains is because I think it's one of the best places to get domains on the internet. I mean, everybody uses Google, so they know how good they are, and it's kind of complicated, but Google has some of the best DNS servers on the internet. So if I want to create an email that's contact@trimlifestyle.com, it's going to be super easy to set up this Google workspace with Google Domains. I also think Google Domains is one of the easiest domain providers to work with as far as setting everything up and connecting it to Shopify. So I'm here on Google Domains and I'm going to search up trimlifestyle.com. And we're actually in luck. This domain, with the way Vic spells it, L-I-F-E style.com, trimlifestyle.com is available on Google Domains. And it's actually $12 a year. So if you do the math, that's $1 a month. And by purchasing it on Google Domains, you will own that domain. And it's super easy to buy the domain. It's similar to checking out on a website. You just need your name, your credit card information, stuff like that. Okay, so after I got the domain, you guys can see that I have the option to create a workspace. So I could do like vic@trimlifestyle.com. We're gonna leave that for right now because we don't necessarily need it. But if I was actually launching this brand, I'd probably set up the Google workspace and I'd make an email that's support@trimlifestyle.com and put that in the contact form of my website. This way, when people contact my brand, it looks a lot more professional versus if it's just a normal Gmail or Yahoo or something like that. And then after you buy the domain, you want to set up your Shopify store. Shopify actually does a $1 a month promotion. I don't know if it's still running right now, but it's something that they run all the time. If you don't get the $1 a month promotion, it costs around $30 a month, I believe. So I'm going to be paying $1 a month for the domain for a year. And then I'm going to be paying a month-to-month subscription on Shopify, which is $1 a month for the first 3 months. Now we're going to connect the domain to Shopify. And if you guys remember what I said earlier, I love Google Domains because it's so easy. So I'm just going to go to Domains in my Shopify settings, click Connect Existing Domain. Then I'm going to go ahead and type in the domain that I want. So I want trimlifestyle.com. That's the one we just purchased. And then because this domain was bought through Google, I can actually just connect automatically through Google by signing in. So I'm going to do that. And as you guys can see, we're connected. We have some things pending, but those usually go away in a few hours. And just like that, your domain is connected to your Shopify store. Okay, so now step 2, before we go into customizing our website and adding the products, we're actually going to decide what products we want to use. Since we're doing pieces that are very graphic heavy with a fast turnaround, and the fact that Vic isn't selling thousands of units every month, we're going to be printing on blanks. So a lot of big brands moving a lot of volume will actually print on blanks as well, but they'll also do custom manufacturing overseas just because it's more cost efficient. But again, because this is a new brand, the best way to start is just get blanks. You don't want to put up 10, 20K to find an overseas manufacturer just for things to not come out right or not sell. The advantage with blanks and then getting this DTG printed or heat pressed is that we can make one sample and then do a pre-sale on that drop. And when I say pre-sale, essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 items, make a design, and then get them printed. After we have those 2 products designed and printed, we're gonna go ahead and shoot some media for them. And then after we get all the media with some help from Photoshop, we're gonna design the website. And even though we just printed one of each product, we're able to sell them as we go with the pre-sale method. We're not gonna have to take any risk with buying product up front from overseas. We could just use blanks that are in stock for our website and sell as we go. Okay, so since it's summer, I'm thinking we go with these nylon shorts from Superline. They're super easy to print on too with vinyl, and it looks nice and pops. We actually have a video on how to print on these nylon shorts that I'll link below in the description. And then I think to pair with the nylon shorts, we should do a t-shirt just so we have the full fit. I'm thinking we go with this white Shockaware tee. Personally, these blanks in Rue Porter are my favorite blanks right now, and I'll actually link a video down in the description of a few different t-shirt options. I updated E on what we're doing, and he's actually gonna design these two products and then get them printed at Superline. We actually do not do custom printing at Superline, but we do have a heat press there just for content and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hand it off to Eric, who's gonna design these pieces, get them printed, and also shoot the lifestyle. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Anytime you're designing, you just want to pull references from things that have already been done and spin them in a new way, or just build on top of that idea and develop it more creatively. So with this design right here, I took the pastel design that's by Kanye. It's an iconic piece. And because I'm not that great of a designer and I can't really make this from scratch, I have this thing called the Fuller Mo Pack. And you can buy it online, but it's essentially presets and elements and style packs for fonts that you can use. So as you can see, we're warping the font, and this is how we came up with this design.
I'm going to print these shirts so we can use it for a photo shoot. First, I went to Perfect Press HCV to get some DTF sheets. I pressed them at 300 degrees for 10 seconds. DTF sheets are cold peel, so you want to wait till it cools down before you peel it.
And now I'm about to send it over to Vic for them to do a lifestyle shoot and do a quick photograph and product shots.
All right guys, so I realized it's gonna take a minute for me to edit these pictures and whip up the website. I don't want y'all to sit through all of this because I don't want this to be a super long video. So what I'm gonna do is speed through this, show bits and parts of it, and yeah, let's get into it. Right now I'm just adding some Lightroom presets to make the picture look a little nicer. Then I'm gonna throw everything in Photoshop and play around with the generative AI. And then I'll add these to the product listings, make a banner for the website, and we should be good to go. Okay, so now I'm doing the banner really quickly for the website. Something super simple. I want to add some pictures in here to make it interesting, and I'm going to be using Adobe's AI tool. So I'm thinking we add some plants. That's not exactly what I wanted, but it looks fine. And then I think we're going to add a goat. Add a goat. I like that. Okay, so as y'all can see, I finished up the website really quickly. We have our banner, which looks like it's done in a super professional studio with a goat. We have our products done, product photos done, as you can see. I'll show you guys what it looks like on mobile. I think it looks pretty sick. I think for less than 30 minutes, like, this looks solid and it works. I'm gonna change this to taking risks increases. We're gonna set up our shipping rates real quick. So shipping products, we're gonna add both of the products. We're gonna add rates. We're gonna use carrier calculated rates. We're gonna add our packaging real quick because we're gonna ship these out in poly mailer. And then if you scroll down to shipping packages, you're going to want to add a poly mailer. If you're shipping hats, you're going to want to add a box because you can't ship a hat in a poly mailer or it'll get crushed. And if you don't know what a poly mailer is, it's this. So when somebody buys the clothes, we'll actually put it in this poly mailer. and then we'll pack it up. We'll print out the shipping label, stick it on the poly mailer, and then we can actually drop it off at the post office. We're actually going to be doing a whole other video on how to package your clothing brand, and I'll get it more into the shipping specifics and stuff like that in that video. But just for example purposes, that's how I set up the shipping, if you guys were wondering. Other than the shipping, we have to set up our policies, so like refunds, privacy policy, terms of service. And Shopify actually has templates for all of these. So for example, if you want to create a privacy policy, you just click create from template. And then you just have to go through this template and you can change whatever you want. But for example purposes, I'm just going to whip these up with the template really quickly and I'll be right back. Okay, so now our website is live, and as I said earlier, you can do a lot more customization with your Shopify store. If you guys saw me do it for a little bit, it's super easy. You don't need to know how to code. You basically just need to know how to use an iPhone and then you will be good. I just whipped up something really fast, but you could go as far as customizing your checkout, customizing the banner, customizing your header more, customizing your banner more. Okay, so now that I have the website and products and everything set up, now the last step in all of this would be marketing. With social media today, you have the ability to reach millions of people with short form content. Now somebody with 0 followers has the same chance of hitting 1 million views as somebody with 500 or 1,000 followers. So if this were my actual brand, I would just go ham with TikTok marketing, YouTube Shorts, IG Reels, and that way I would be optimizing to get the most eyeballs as possible. Let's say we make a TikTok that goes viral and we get 100 orders for our shirts. We could then go buy 100 blanks, get them printed, and then ship them all out through the Shopify platform. That's why the pre-sale method is so good, because you're not putting any money up front as a risk, and you could even produce as you go if you want. For my personal opinion on these exact products, I would actually heat press the nylon shorts even if I sold like 100 of them, just because the heat press vinyl looks so nice on the shorts. But then if I sold 100 Shockaware shirts, I would go and get them screen printed and then fulfill those. We just used vinyl for the samples because then we could make one sample at a really low cost. I hope this video helped y'all to see how easy it is to whip up a clothing brand in a Shopify store and getting everything set up. I'm thinking we could do a part 2 to this video, which is how to market your clothing brand. And in that video, we can go over content strategies and hopefully get Vic some sales. And lastly, if y'all enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out a ton. We stay giving y'all free game.